everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs. I have one more Hey Girlfriend project for you. I am using this adorable stamp set in the January to June spring catalog. It's retiring at the end of June. Hopefully it hasn't sold out by the time you get to watch this video. I'm also combining it with a couple of other things. This stamp set, Valentine Keepsakes, we're going to use the little hearts. This is also retiring. And then the new Artistically Inked, I'm just going to use that image there for some texture around the edge. All right, the first thing we're going to do is to make our letters. And I want you to notice how they are thick. They're like those thick alphabet stickers you can buy, but we're going to make them Flirty Flamingo to match the colors that we're using on her. So the first thing we need to do is grab our Flirty Flamingo ink and stamp these hearts a couple of times on here. That. Now, I'm going to get a piece of foam adhesive. This is our foam adhesive sheet, and believe it or not, this is all I have left. I was trying to find a good piece to use, but this is all I have left. I'm going to actually peel it and put it on this paper, and we're going to do all the cutting at once, okay? So there we have it. And we're going to use these letter alphabet. This letter alphabet is so cute. We're going to need an H and an E and a Y, which I cannot see. Let's see. We also need a G. Why do they blend together when you can't see them, right? We need an R and an L. There's our I. H-E-Y, now we need, there's the Y, and that elusive G, there he is, on the edge. We also want to use our exclamation mark and our comma. Exclamation mark, where are you? Right there. Okay. Now, I want to make sure that these are on the hearts as I'm cutting them out. So I'm going to place them right where they will have hearts on them, like that, okay? Bring over your cut and emboss machine. This time I am using the mini. And we're going to hopefully set that on there very carefully, like that. All right. Uh-oh. Don't get crazy on me. There we go. Now, set that down carefully. You could also put a Post-it note or Post-it tape on there. Now we're cutting through a really thick piece, right? We've got the foam adhesive and the cardstock. So I'm going to just kind of go through the machine a couple of times, maybe 3 times, to make sure that I've cut all the way through. And you can turn it over and see. Look, yep, we did pretty good. Okay, so let's take these off. And then we're going to get them lined up on our card. All right, for my white piece, I am using the largest contour scallop rectangle. And I'm going to take my letters and I'm just going to start, you know what, let's grab our grid paper. Grid paper will help you here, and a ruler. And if you line up your scallops up here on the straight line, and then let's see, I need to start a little bit higher, I think. Get your ruler to line up with the lines as well. Now you know you're going to get it straight. right, H-E-Y. Notice I'm not pressing them down. I'm just setting them there. I'll press them down once I'm for sure that that's exactly where I want them. All right, so then we'll come down here. Let's see, maybe one more up. And we'll start with our G. I. R. You want to also make sure that you're spacing the letters the equal distance, kind of eyeballing it, I think, to make sure that they're all, whoops, I got kind of off the grid paper. There we go. Hey girl, exclamation mark. All right, how does it look? I think it looks pretty good. Yep, and I think I'm gonna push it all down. There, not too difficult. Now let's stamp our adorable little girl. We're gonna stamp her in Memento Black because we are going to color her with Stampin' Blends. We're also going to stamp her kitty. Oh, I need that. Now I cut off the edge. See right here, I cut the edge off the rubber to make it so that I know to line that up closer to my words. I can get it real close right here. So my kitty is sitting there on the hay. She's cute. I'm going to use a new in color for her dress. This is Pale Papaya. I'm going to color it all in first with a light coating of Pale Papaya. Then I'm going to come back with the darker Pale Papaya and add some shadow. I really like this color combination, Flirty Flamingo and Pale Papaya. I think it looks great. Now grab your dark, put a little bit of dark there, underneath that part where that line is, and then behind her arm, there would be a shadow. I'm also going to put a little bit of shadow down this way. Okay, and then take your light and blend it all together. All right, now we're going to switch, now we're going to switch over to Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to use the dark Flirty Flamingo for her leggings. And her shoes, and they're so tiny. I'm just going to do a tap, 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 tap with my marker. Now, I'm going to take my light Flirty Flamingo for her purse first and do a light coating. And then do some shadows back here and along the edge. And then just very ever so lightly add some color to that purse handle. I mean, it's almost impossible. It might be better to get out your Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Write marker to do that. All right, up here, her bow. There we go. Add a little bit of dark to that. And I'm going to use just the dark on the flower because I colored over it a little bit too much with that Pale Papaya. All right. Now for her skin, I'm going to use Petal Pink. We have lots of options for skin tone. We actually have an ivory and a bronze, but I see lots of different combinations that you could use. Crumb cake and soft suede mixed with those ivory and bronze or not. I mean, just so many different options. Now I'm going to take the dark Petal Pink. Let me make sure I've got the right one. Yep. Petal Pink and Pale Papaya look a lot alike. A little bit of shadow there. Shadow, shadow. Come back, blend it all in. There we go. She's looking cute. Let's give her Flirty Flamingo lipstick. And for hair, I decided to go with So Saffron. I have 3 blondies living in my house, so she's a little sassy, reminding me of those girls that live here. With her little sassy stance. Add a little more color there by that part where it would be darker, and maybe back here too. And last but not least, let's give her blue eyes. For our kitty, he's going to be an orange cat. Orange cats are my favorite. Let's see, light pale papaya and dark pale papaya. I'm going to color her. I think it's a her. She's got a flower in her hair, or between her ears. I'm going to color her light pale papaya first, and then add dark pale papaya to the bottom, to her tail, and to her chest. I'm also going to put a little bit of shadowing there and in her ears. And bring back your dark Flirty Flamingo and add that to her flower. All right, we're almost there. I've got a pale papaya card base, and I'm gonna get my grid paper. We're gonna stamp, remember the image from the Artistically Inked, we're gonna stamp that in pale papaya along the edge of our card base. All right, now you could do lots of different texture here, but I wanted to use this kind of a watercolor look. It's just light. It's gonna just give us a little bit of texture there around the edge. Now I'm gonna cut off the top rectangle here, or the top scallops here on this piece. There we go. And I'm gonna do the left side. I know you might be gasping, but that's okay. See, we're leaving those two. And we're gonna put that here on our card base. Whoops. Like that. In the corner. Last but not least, we're going to add a bow, and I'm going to use the pale papaya ribbon, but it's pretty thick for a card base, so I'm going to take my good ribbon scissors and cut down the center of this ribbon long ways to thin it out. It's also going to make it kind of fibery. The fibers will stick out, kind of hairy, and I like that look. I think it gives it lots of character. So go slow and cut off the half. You'll save the other half then for another card. You definitely need good scissors for this. There we go. Take that one half and tie it around the seam of your card. And finish it off with a bow right there in the corner. There we go. Now cut those at an angle and you're done. You know what? We're not done. Let's add a little flower to her purse. We've got these loose flowers here, and they are the perfect color, Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to take your pick tool and grab one of those little, actually they're not Flirty Flamingo, are they? They're polished pink, but look, they match perfectly. All right, now we're done. I hope you enjoyed this card. I hope you'll give this a try. These awesome popped up letters and of course the adorable little girls. Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.